Hi makeup friends, I hope you all are doing well. I am taking advantage of the beautiful day, the time of day, the time that I have to film and all of that right now to bang out some videos for you guys. I constantly have video ideas, but it's just all of those factors having to come together to be able to film and make videos, the time to do it, the good time of day, the good lighting and all of that. You know, it's not all the time I will have that, but I have that right now, so I'm gonna bang out some videos for you guys. I'm hoping at least maybe 3 or 4 videos, so you will see me in this look over multiple videos. I don't even know in what order I will post these videos. But for this first video, I wanted to share with you guys what I keep in my backup drawer. And this is my backup drawer here. And I just pulled it off of my rolling cart system there. Now in my rolling cart system, I keep things like my skincare, my hair care, my mask, my backups, those kind of things in that rolling cart system here. My vanity you see behind me, those 6 drawers, that is just makeup. I have all of my makeup in there, my eyeshadow palettes, blushes, foundations, etc, etc. The whole top of my vanity is where I keep all of my lippies, and that last drawer there, I don't really have makeup in that last drawer. I do have like makeup bags and brush holders and stuff for when I travel. So yes, so today I just wanted to share and show you guys what I keep in my backup drawer to give you an idea of things that I need to have on hand constantly, that I choose to have on hand constantly. If something were to run out, this is something that I would like to have a backup of. I've found that as I get older, I don't like to not have backups of things, and that goes generally across the board for things in my house. I like to have extra soap, extra toilet paper, extra detergent, extra. I don't like to have to be in the middle of something and then run out. So when I go to the grocery store, I will not pick up like 1 bottle of dishwashing liquid. I'll pick up 2 to keep on hand. And so it goes with everything. And just like that, I like to have extra shampoos and extra hair care products and all of that. So with all of that said, I just wanted to share with you guys what I had in my backup drawer. So let's jump into that. So the first thing that I have, this is a Real Techniques sponge set. I can't even remember when I purchased this or how long ago I purchased this. I think I've had it for a while. But these sponges had just come out from Real Techniques, and I saw this whole set selling in Starlight, and I believe you can get it in Superfarm as well. I don't know if they still have it like this, but when I saw it, I wanted to try it because I wanted to try these little purple ones and then this sponge here. So these little ones I have one on hand that I'm using right now, and I use that to blend out concealer. And then I have one of these that I can use to bake with if I'm baking under my eyes, or you can put on your foundation and stuff with it. And then this one is supposed to be like a precision sculpting sponge, and it's supposed to you can like contour, you can even highlight with liquid highlight and stuff if you do want to use that. So I picked up this set, and so far I'm just using this one and then one of these orange ones here. This orange one is not my favorite for putting on foundation. I know some people really like it, but it's not my main choice that I would go to if I had to choose. And my beauty blender is #1 in my book. So this one is just good if I'm in a pinch and I need to bake or something and I don't have time to wash my beauty blender or something. I will use that one. And then this little one, when you wet it, it does double in size, and it's nice to blend out concealer. Now I'm sorry if you're getting glare on the items. I just try to get natural light, and the natural light sometimes bounces off, so I'll have to hold it at different angles for you to see. But this is the first thing that I have in my backup drawer. Then what I have is, this is the Expert Complexion Sponge, a complete makeup applicator from Studio Basics. Now I picked up this from Superfarm, but you can find this in Starlight too, I believe. It only costs 25 TT dollars. For those of you who are watching, I live in Trinidad and Tobago, and prices that I'm quoting will be in TT dollars if it is that I bought something in the US, so I bought it online and I paid US dollars, so I will let you know, but I'm quoting in TT dollars. And any store that I mention would be more or less local to us here in Trinidad. If I can think of somewhere where you can find those items, if you're in the States, for example, I will mention this. I'm sure you can find this in Target or Walmart or Ulta. So yes, but this one, I purchased this one in Superfarm. This sponge is a really, really nice sponge for blending out concealer, even for putting on foundation. It has a really nice texture and it lasts you a little while. These sponges tend not to last as long as higher end one like the Beauty Blender and stuff, but it does last a decent amount of time and you do get good use out of it for the price that you pay, $25, which is not a lot of money at all. But this sponge is a really, really nice sponge to have on hand if you don't have something to bake with or blend out concealer, for example. Now that carries me to my next set of sponges, which are backups of the Beauty Blender. The Beauty Blender is my absolute favorite sponge to put on foundation to blend out my concealer, etc. And it's my absolute favorite. Any other sponge I've found just does not compare in texture and in application to the Beauty Blender. So every time I travel, I do try to pick up a backup of the Beauty Blender. The Beauty Blender is expensive. It costs $20 US. You can find the Beauty Blender locally in Starlight pharmacies. There's a Starlight pharmacy in Diego Martin, Maraval, and South if you are in Trinidad. I don't know where else you would be able to find this. Sometimes some Facebook sellers and stuff do carry this. You can probably try Julin or the Glam Box. You may get it there, I'm not sure, but I picked up this one last time when I traveled. And then the three that I have in this little baggie here, my husband gave me a set, I want to say not this Christmas, but a couple of Christmases ago, maybe the Christmas before this one, and it had maybe 5 or 6 of the Beauty Blender sponges in it, and this is just extras of what I have from that kit. And yes, when I toss out one, I will bring out a new one, but I don't like to have all of my Beauty Blenders in use at all at one time. I want to get good use out of one and then I will move on to a new one. And yeah, so these are just extras. This one here, this red one, a lot of people I have heard complain about it on YouTube, that it runs and it sometimes leave a red tinge on your face and all of that. So I don't know yet, but I do see in this light pink one, they haven't even ever been wet and it has stained this one. So I'm not sure if that will come off when I clean it. But yes. So then I do have this little Laura Mercier powder puff. And it does have this little thing here for you to apply it, to hold to apply it. And I got this when I purchased, when I got a kit from Christmas time with the little Laura Mercier powder. And these always come with her famous, you know, this famous Laura Mercier translucent satin powder. And this one is nice to put on the powder. If you watch Jackie Aina uses a powder puff to apply her powder and really set her face using that. I just find that when I use a powder puff, I get a little too much product and it makes me look a little too cakey. So I do prefer to use a brush, but this is still nice to have on hand if ever I decide to use it. And then I do have a last set of sponges. My daughter gave me this for Christmas, I want to say, and I saw this in Starlight and she asked me what I would have liked for Christmas, and I told her, I said, oh, I would like to try this. So these are from EcoTools. They are the Perfecting Blender Duo, best with liquid and cream products. 2 unique sponges, use wet or dry. And EcoTools always has some really nice brushes. They have really nice products, and these sponges do have certain cuts and edges and stuff, and I think that would be really, really nice for fitting like any spaces under your eye, and for the flat edge for putting on concealer and foundation and stuff. So I can't wait to try this. I probably will try this before I go to any other beauty blender, the smaller one for concealer and the larger one for foundation. But we found this in Starlight and I believe it could cost about maybe 65 TT dollars. So yeah, I'm really, really excited to try these EcoTools sponges out. So those are all the sponges that I have in my backup drawer. So I do keep a lot of backup sponges. Then the next product that I think is important to me to have on hand, these are my Clean and Clear oil absorbent sheets, and this just says portable. Instantly removes excess oil, won't smudge makeup, and this is from Johnson & Johnson. We all know the Clean and Clear products. However, I don't like Clean and Clear face washes and toners and stuff. I don't like their products like that. But this has been the best product that I have ever tried from them. I'm just going to open it up and show you guys. So it does come with this little part here. Excuse me, I feel as though I'm getting the cold. My nieces and nephews aren't feeling too well. And then my daughter has a slight cough. So I do feel my throat kind of hurting me, I rebuke it. But you know, if I have it, what am I gonna do? Anyway, moving on. So yes, it does come like this with this little part that you could tuck in so that the papers don't go flying all over in your handbag. But this little sticky part here, you remove this little thing and there's a little sticky tab behind there. So every time you close it, it will automatically pick up a sheet for you. So you don't need to try to fight it to pick up one of these sheets because they are quite thin. So in this pack, you get 50 sheets. And you can find this either in Starlight, Superfarm, or Pennywise. And it will be cheapest in Pennywise. We know in Trinidad and Tobago that the cheapest body care, skincare, cosmetic items you can find will be in Pennywise, but Pennywise is sometimes difficult for me to get to. So when I purchased this in Starlight or Superfarm, I think it cost around $45, but I think in Pennywise you will find it about maybe $10 cheaper and maybe pay $35. I don't know if the price has gone up or what by then, but if you are an oily person, it is a good idea to keep these on hand in your handbag. Some people I've seen, when they get oily, they just go ahead and put powder on top of their oil, and the oil mixes with the powder, and then you end up looking cakey, and then you started with and all of that. I hardly ever re-powder my face when I'm out, unless if I am wearing a very oily foundation or something like that, or I keep getting very oily. But what I will do is absorb the oil off of my face and I'm good to go. This doesn't lift the makeup off of my face. It doesn't leave me with patches on my face. It just lifts up the oil and that's it. You will get a little transfer, but it doesn't remove patches of your makeup on your face. So that is a really, really good product to keep on hand if you're an oily person, or even if you just have an oily T-zone and you just want to touch up quickly when you have work or whatever. So yes, I always have a backup of that on hand. Then in my drawer, the next thing that I do have is this entire box here. So my drawer is now empty. Now I have this entire box from years ago when I purchased a Victoria's Secret perfume set. So I'm just going to lift the cover off, and I do have this box filled with stuff, and I'm just going to show you extra things that I have. So I do have a powder puff, and this was from quite a while ago when I bought it, when I first saw that people said, you know, it was better if you have oily skin to use a powder puff to put your powder on, because it will stop you from getting so oily so quickly. So I do have that from then. Then I do have some more miniature backups that I get from a lot of sets when you buy from Sephora, or if you go to Sephora and you purchase something and it's close to your birthday, they will give you a little sample item as a birthday gift or something like that. So the first thing that I have is I have a backup of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Now this is not my favorite mascara whatsoever. I don't really like this mascara. It's very dry, but this is nice to just keep in your handbag because of the size of it. But other than that, I will not go out of my way to spend money to purchase that mascara. I don't like it. Then the next thing I have is I have a mini size of the Laura Mercier translucent face setting powder, translucent loose setting powder, and this is really, this is a holy grail for a lot of people. I got this in a set over Christmas. I really love this powder. It's finely milled. It doesn't make you look cakey. But how I find that this powder works well is if you have a very full coverage foundation and you don't want to add a lot of powder, because a full coverage foundation can already look a lot, and I don't want to add a whole layer of really thick powder on top of it, I will use my Laura Mercier powder. This powder is really nice. It is pricey. I believe this small one can cost like $250 TT for this is a tiny size. Right? There is a larger one, and I believe it could be maybe $350 or $375 TT. So this could probably be about $20 US, but this is one of my favorite holy grail powders, and I will love this, and anytime this is finished, I will purchase a big one. Another thing that I got in a set as a backup, well, it's a backup to me, but I got it in a Sephora kit. This is a Becca First Light Priming Filter. This is the second one that I do have. Now, I do have one just like this in the same size with my other primers, and I have yet to try it. I haven't tried it as yet, but I heard that this gives you a really nice glow and makes your makeup look really fantastic. This says it's an instant complexion refresh. So this is just a new one that I have. There's silk foil on the top. So yeah, so if I use the first one and I really like it, which will be really good because I already have a backup. Then I have a backup. This is my Hourglass Mineral Veil primer. This primer is my holy grail primer. I have not found anything that works as fantastic as this primer. It's like freaking gold in a bottle. The only thing is that it has SPF, and if you wear this in the night and then to take a picture with flash, there's a possibility of you getting flashback because it has SPF, and it is a white primer, and it does leave a little white tinge on your face when you do put it on, but it disappears from the time you put on your foundation and stuff. But this is quite pricey, but if you had to spend money on anything, I would tell you makeup wise, spend it on this primer. This primer, this little one costs 20 US as well, 20 US dollars. If you were to purchase the large size, I believe it's 50 US dollars or 75 US dollars. It's very expensive for a primer, but you will not find anything that keeps you matte, that smooths out your skin, that makes your makeup look banging. This is a fantastic primer, and I can't rave about it enough. This is a glass bottle, and even this tiny one comes with a pump. So this is like liquid gold to me. I will constantly repurchase this until something better comes along, but I haven't found anything quite as good. So that is everything high end for a backup that I do have. I have a backup of my little face razor, and this is just from Color. Face razor, eyebrow razor. I always keep these on hand. Then I do have some concealers as a backup, and the concealers that I do have as backups, these are the LA Girl Pro Conceal concealers. They're still in plastic. And then I do have two of the NYX HD yellow concealers. Now these NYX HD yellow concealers are fantastic. Now when I use a cheaper concealer like this LA Girl one, and I use my skin tone, none of these are the skin tone ones that I do use. I do have, this one is in natural, and then these two are the yellow correctors. Now I didn't purchase two, my cousin gave me one and I already had one, so that's how I ended up with two. And then this natural one is what I use to carve out my eyebrows. So that's why I have these concealers. If you are balling on a budget and you need a concealer that's really high coverage and it lasts a long time and it's really nice. Sorry, I just feel like a hair tickling me on my face. Yeah, so if you do need something inexpensive and you need a great concealer, definitely try this LA Girl Pro Conceal. You can find these in Wonderful World. You can find these from makeup sellers. I believe even in Pennywise you may get these. And these come with a little brush tip once you open this, and it's a little squeezy tube. So it's really nice for precise application. You can go right under your eye, cover out your eyebrows, all of these things. So these cost, I believe, $30 now in Wonderful World, but they have tons and tons of shades, and so many shades, and so inexpensive, so that you can buy to conceal, to highlight, and to contour. All of these. I've even seen some people on YouTube use this as a foundation because it does have really nice coverage, and it's a fantastic concealer for the price. Then I do have these NYX HD yellow concealers, and what I have found is that when I use one of those LA Girl concealers, it's a little heavy, so I like to go in with something a little light on top of it to highlight. So I would have usually put my skin tone concealer color under my eyes, and then I would go in with this NYX one to kind of brighten under my eyes. I haven't used these in a while because I do have nicer concealers that I'm using right now. Like I am using my Tarte Shape Tape, which is my absolute favorite concealer. And then I have recently started testing out the ColourPop concealer that everyone raves about. And I did use it today, and I must say it does work really nicely. And I like it a lot so far, and I've just used it one time. So I will continue to test it out, and if you guys want a review on that ColourPop concealer, let me know. A lot of people said it is a dupe for the Shape Tape one, and a Shape Tape concealer is like almost $275 TT dollars, $300 TT dollars. It's a very expensive concealer. It's ridiculous that a concealer costs that much, but it's super fantastic. So yeah, so if that ColourPop one can actually give that Shape Tape a run for its money, we will see, and I'll let you guys know. But yeah, so I have backups of these. Now, NYX is something that can be tricky to find all over the place, but because Wonderful World used to have the booth or the display, and they got rid of it. There is a little NYX booth in Long Circular Mall still and in Trincity Mall still, but I don't know if those things are going to be easy to find. However, Superfarm and Starlight now has NYX products, so you can find those things in Starlight or Superfarm. So yeah, moving on. The next two products I have are two eyeliners. This is my Jordana 12-hour Made to Last liquid eyeliner pencil. These came out in Wonderful World, and they're not sold like this. They're sold in a little package, but I took it out of the package to be able to store it in this box so that it doesn't take up too much room. This black eyeliner is the best black eyeliner that you will find, hands down, to stay in your waterline. I've not found any, even in L'Oreal Silkissime liners that people say are so fantastic, I find it still smudges and wears off on me during the day, but this one stays on completely and it does not come off until I remove it with eye makeup remover. So if you can find these pencils in Wonderful World, definitely scoop them up. You may be able to find them also in Pennywise, because they do sell Jordana products, as well as Superfarm. I don't know if Starlight, but these are fantastic, and this one is in Black Point. Love this. Then this is my LA Girl Glide On Gel Liner, and this color is in Champagne. So this is a nice golden pencil. It's still in the plastic, but what I use this pencil for is I use this to highlight my inner corners. I didn't do it today because I was in a rush to go out, but yeah. But if you're looking for something to highlight your inner corners and you don't always like putting powder there, I don't like to put powder on my inner corners because I just don't find it looks as shimmery as this pencil. Definitely try this pencil out. This pencil comes in tons of colors as well in Wonderful World, but I just really like this champagne one to keep to highlight the inner corner of my eyes. That, and then everything else I have in this box are mascaras. Now I don't know how I end up with this much mascaras, but all of this is backups of mascara, and mascara is something you are not supposed to use beyond like 3 months because it can hold a lot of bacteria in the tube, and it's supposed to be rotating mascaras very often. I think that's probably the quickest makeup product. You're supposed to be rotating in and out. So yes, could you, sorry, yeah, if that's my cousin calling, I'm sorry, but I'm filming. I'll call you back in 2 minutes. Anyway, I'm just going to show you guys quickly. So all of these things are mascara. So let me just run through them quickly. So I do have, I don't have my phone close to me. Yeah, so the first one that I do have, this is the Voluminous Miss Manga Rock. And all of these concealer, all of these mascaras that come like this already in the package, I leave them like this and I don't open them until I am going to use them, because it does introduce air and bacteria into it. So these have never been opened, although they're like this. They have come this way right out of the package. So this is the, I showed you this one. So this one is the Voluminous Miss Manga Rock. This is the Maybelline Pumped Up Colossal. This one is the regular Miss Manga. This one is the Supersizer Fibers Mascara from CoverGirl. Now, every time I travel, I pick up mascaras because they're so inexpensive away. And I just like to have mascaras on hand all the time because you do have to rotate them out quickly. This one is the L'Oreal Paris Double Extend Step 1 and Step 2 Mascara. This one is a primer, and then this one is the mascara that goes on top of it after. So I do have this one. This one is the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. Can't wait to try this one. Then I have the L'Oreal Voluminous Original. This one is an original OG from back in the day, but people still rave about this so much. This one, is this one L'Oreal as well? I think this one is L'Oreal, but it doesn't say. Yeah, well, it's Voluminous Superstar, and this one does come with Step 1 and Step 2 as well, which I believe is a primer and mascara. So all of those came in a package just like that. And then these two, I haven't taken it out of the package because they are limited edition and they're like collector's items. I don't know if I will ever use them or I'll just keep them. My husband is a Star Wars fanatic, and when we went away, he said, hey, look, Star Wars mascara, and I just picked it up because it was like nostalgic. So yes, this one says, they're both from CoverGirl, and it says the Dark Side collection. So this is Star Wars The Force Awakens limited edition. I will finish what you started, and yeah, this one is an 800 very black. And then this one says it's from the Light Side collection. So one is red and one is blue. And this one says very black and Star Wars The Force Awakens the Supersizer. So I have those. And then this is what I mean with, so you see how the mascara comes separate from the brush? All of the ones that I've shown like this were packaged just like this. So the only reason that I'm going to keep these in the package is because to keep it, I would have to take the brush out and keep it into the tube, and I don't want to open it unless I use it. But this, the Rocket Mascara, was my favorite mascara. Like last year before, it was my absolute favorite. So I always made sure to have a backup of this. And then this one is the Clump Crusher. So I've had these a while, and I will bust these out very soon because it's time to rotate again. So I will start using up the more older ones first. And then the last thing that I have in my backup box or drawer, this is the Jordana Fabio Brow Shape and Set Gel. This is the Jordana Eyebrow Set Gel. This eyebrow gel is the bomb. This one keeps your eyebrow hairs so in place, so intact, so smooth, so neat. Even if the breeze passes, the breeze can't blow your eyebrow hairs. It does feel a little bit stiff in the brows, but it is a fantastic hold eyebrow set. I love this. I don't know where this has been for all my life. It is a tiny little thing, but the brush is a perfect size to just go through your brows. It's perfect to keep your eyebrow hairs in place. So that is everything that I keep in my backup box, my backup drawer. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just thought that it would be fun. I would like to still do my perfume collection, my body cream collection for you guys, just to see things that I like to have and what I want to try. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to call back my cousin now before she gives me a cuss. So yes, thank you so much, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.